Okay, Con, let me start off by saying, great vlog on Friday. Really loved it. I was terrified, and I'm gonna let you be finished being terrified and turn into a zombie. But my room has the best possessed whiteboard of all time. All time. Oh, that's nice. I love you too, possessed whiteboard. So you're joining me down on the floor today because this is the only place where I can get half decent lighting, although I know it's got great. Daylight savings, I've lost a bit of time, a bit of light time that I can sit at my desk and get good footage for this. I think I'm going to have to start having earlier nights on Sunday so I can get the vlog done easier on the Monday, or even on Sunday, I don't know, but I'm too lazy. Too sleepy. Speaking of which, you might want to grab your pillows for this one, because I'm going to be speaking about sleep. More specifically than sleep, I'm going to be talking about something that I suffer from when I sleep, which I know not many people know a lot about, and that something is sleep paralysis. Now, I should preface this conversation by saying that sleep paralysis in itself generally isn't harmful. It's not a nice experience, but there's no nasty after effects. Can be known to be linked to narcolepsy, anxiety disorders, and obstructive sleep apnea. But as far as I'm aware, in my case, it's in isolation, as it is with many others. I should also suffix this again with two more clauses. Firstly, that I'm self-diagnosed, and you can take that how you will. Although quite how somebody diagnoses something like this, rather than just asking you, did something like this happen to you in your dream, and you say yes, then I don't know how they diagnose it clinically. I should also say that although I've done a little bit of research, I am by far no expert, and you should look it up if you're more curious. This is just going to be a flyby explanation for people who either haven't heard of it before, or have but don't really know what it is. For all you guys out there that like spoken word Wikipedia, here it comes. Sleep paralysis is a phenomenon in which people, either when falling asleep or wakening, temporarily experience an inability to move. More formally, it is a transition state between wakefulness and rest characterised by a complete muscle atonia, or muscle weakness. It can occur at sleep onset or upon awakening, and it is often associated with terrifying visions, e.g. an intruder in the room, to which one is unable to react due to paralysis. It's believed to be a result of disrupted REM sleep, which is normally characterised by complete muscle atonia that prevents individuals from acting out their dreams. So basically when you fall asleep, there are a few different functions that go on at once. Your body kind of shuts down and makes your muscles weak to stop you moving around, while your brain kind of goes into standby mode, I guess. I don't know. The point is, a lot of things go on, and in between either falling into that state or coming out of it, sleep paralysis can occur when there's a disconnect between the functions sort of kicking back in. Now, while it's not an often talked about thing, sleep paralysis is a little bit more prevalent than you might think, with over 1 in 20 people experiencing it at some point in their life. This phenomenon is broken down into two major classifications: ISP, or isolated sleep paralysis, which is what I believe I have, and RISP, which is recurrent isolated sleep paralysis. The only real difference between these two classifications is the duration of the episodes and the frequency at which they occur. With RISP, it's far more serious. Episodes can last for up to an hour or more, and they tend to occur almost nightly. Luckily, with me, as with most ISP sufferers, my episodes only seem to last a minute or maybe two at most. And I also tend to get them sporadically, like I might not get one for months and then maybe get 2 or 3 in a couple of weeks or whatever. So you might be wondering what it feels like or what it even is still, and I can only really speak from my experience in this. So I'm waking up, I only ever get it when I'm waking up, not when I'm falling asleep. I'm waking up and I can see where I am. It's sort of blurry, but I can see where I am. If I was lying to the left when I woke up out of bed, I can see my wall or whatever, and it quickly becomes apparent that I can't move, and also that my breathing is very light. I'm taking very short, sharp breaths, and often, but not always, but often, I get the feeling that something is there, or that there's something, I'm not on my own, in the room, and very infrequently I can see somebody there, and it'll be somebody I know or something, and they won't necessarily be like a menacing presence, but they'll be there, and I'll be trying to call out to them, except I can't find my voice at all, and I can't move to try and signal that I'm stuck, and panic begins to set in, and you take even shorter breaths, and it gets really scary. There's no other way to say it. I mean, I've probably never been as scared in my life as I have, or at least in my head, when I'm having those episodes. Now, back in ye olden days, TM, sufferers would get anxious that they thought the episodes were things like demons or succubi or incubi sitting on their chest while they slept, and even reports in the sort of the witch hunt trials of witches sitting on your chest while you slept, whispering things in your ear. And even today, scientists have managed to rule out some paranormal ghost tales or alien abductions, and attributed them to the abductee actually having an hallucination during sleep paralysis, or seeing your lost grandfather at the bottom of your bed, to the same thing. Now, there's no real cure for sleep paralysis in the traditional sense, though it doesn't mean that you just have to live with it. Research has been done and found that sleep paralysis frequency is correlative to anxiety, observing bad sleep hygiene, that is not getting the right amount of sleep at the right time your body needs it, overuse of stimulants, coffee, drinking, what have you. There is also chemical treatment available where you can take pills similar to people who have ADHD and depression, which will help you fall into REM sleep and out of REM sleep faster, make that transition faster, and hopefully decrease the frequency of the episodes. So I'll just round out our Wikipedia lesson here by reading the short prognosis it's got. Sleep paralysis poses no serious health risk to those that experience it, despite the fact it can be an intensely terrifying experience. SUNDS, or SUNDS, is a deadly disorder believed to be related to sleep paralysis. However, they are still completely considered separate disorders, so sleep paralysis sufferers should not be alarmed. But they like to chuck it in there anyway, apparently. But yeah, that's about it from me today. Wanted to do a video on this for a little while, mainly because I'm interested to see whether you know of anyone else who suffers from this, or you are a person that suffers from this, because as prevalent as I did say it was, I've still never met anybody that could say they had a similar experience. Thank you for listening. Hopefully you learned something. We aim to enrich lives here. That's what we do. Okay. Bye, guys. I'm taking very very short, sharp.